In this world full of lies, when you become a true person and you just speak on real facts, real integrity, and you kind of just become this transformative and bold person that exposes himself in a way where you're saying different stuff that typically doesn't get heard of out of the ordinary, and you're just clearing out that expansion that is important, right? Putting yourself in a situation where everything you talk about is things that can help a person, that can bring pain, that can bring uncomfortability, and just have that self-trust within yourself to mean what you want to say and actually have truth with whatever you want to say. There's a lot of false information out there that a lot of people have feed themselves into. But at the end of the day, they don't know. They don't know what's the good part about it. They don't know what's false. They have never heard the truth, or should I say, they were never introduced into the information that they were supposed to feed from, right? There's a lot of false perspectives. There's a lot of false talks. There's a lot of false conversations that happens every day that influence the human mind. But has anybody asked themselves, is this the conversation that truly is going to lead me into where I want to be? Is me watching this, is me listening to this person, it's going to take me to my true fulfilled purpose? Does anybody ask themselves nowadays what the question refers to in life? When people and just anybody fulfill themselves with the false reality that's going on right now in the real world, they're just selecting away from their true selves and now connecting themselves into what's false, right? That is exactly why you need to be real with yourself. That is exactly why you need to be true and actually just be yourself. The power of the truth is that you stay within your own identity. You become your own self-image, right? You're not becoming someone externally, but rather you becoming someone internally, right? So in order for you to get away from that false image, get away from that shadow, you need to shoot for the light over that shadow. You need to put that light over your shadow and beat the false out of you and be the real you, right? A lot of people are scared of that though. A lot of people don't want to open that curtain. A lot of people don't want to open that gate because they're so comfortable on who they are. But comfortability is not going to give you realistic. It's not going to be true. You have to do what it has to take in order for you to become a different self, which is choosing truth, choosing yourself, rather than being a false mask, rather than being drained by the dark that you can't even see anything, you can't even see yourself. You have become an identity for everybody that is creating resistance throughout your light, right? But the thing is, have you ever seen the sun struggle? Have you ever seen the sun overwork itself by producing too much heat? Do you ever see anything that is light in our world that just disappears? No, it will always be there no matter what, right? All I'm trying to say is that you have to choose the light over the shadows. Stop becoming a shadow. Stop becoming a false image. Stop. It's okay. It's okay. We all get it. Everybody has been there. Everybody was trying to fit in the circle. Everybody was trying to connect to the environment, the outside, the external environment. But it's not even about that no more. It's about evolving. It's about truly, truly following your own path and following your own journey. So if you really think to yourself that who you are right now, right? Who you are right now, who already consciously is connected to the environment, is trying so hard, is trying its best to, be the one who, feels validated or feels and tends to feel the property to be in that, habit, right? No. It's about how you stick to yourself It's about how you live through yourself and how you embrace yourself. So in order for you to set yourself free from the shadow, you need to build up your courage. You need to have the courage to stand up for yourself. You need to have the courage to point out the false, point out what's wrong, point out what's not needed, point out what's not to be extracted from the external, right? You have to have the enough courage to expose yourself, to stick within your beliefs, to stick with who you are and stand up for yourself and man up. Or if you're female, be yourself and stay strong. Female up, okay? It doesn't matter. As long as you build your courage and as long as you stay within that journey of you being yourself, not letting the external change you, not letting the materialism change you, not letting the fame, not letting the money, whatever it is, change you. Because none of those things exist. Everybody can attain that. Being famous is not that hard. Getting money is not that hard, right? Getting this materialistic stuff is not hard. None of those things are hard. But what's more important is building that courage. Building that courage to not be scared and actually expose the truth. Become that person that's different and exposes what needs to be heard or what needs to be cleared off at, right? Excuse me. A lot of people are scared to speak up, but when you don't speak up, you're missing out a lot. You're missing out on experiences. You're missing out on a different version, and you're missing out opportunities where you can become the person that can change everything. I don't care if it's your friends. I don't care if it's your family. I don't care if it's random people. If your words have a meaning, if your words have a purpose, say them. Explain the terms and explain the conditions behind those terms. Either if it's going to be a negative term or it's going to be a positive. As long as it's truth and as long as it holds something to change something in your own perspective or the own environment, in order for it to make it much more abundantly, speak up. Don't be scared. Never be scared, right? Never be scared. So now, once you become the beacon of hope, right? In a world full of lies, you become the hope seeker, right? You become the person that, takes out the curtain and puts some light in that room where now your words are going to hurt other people, but in a way that is going to change them. You have to stop being nice and stop being a change. Or should I say start being a changer. Start being a changer in your own environment, right? Don't keep your people in the same circle they're in. Don't keep the people in the same state that they are right now. I'm not saying to just basically be negative all the time, but just make sure you say it in the right time, right? Say it in the right time and properly. Saying it with at least a sense of purpose, in the sense of like a responsive thing in a way where your environment is really, really contradicting the ways that the things that you stand for, and just kind of stand up on your perspective, right? But the thing is, not a lot of people are gonna go within your sentences, your words, or the way you are. Not everybody is gonna stand by that opinion or by those facts, right? Some people are gonna disagree with you. Some people are gonna go against what you're saying. Some people might go with what you're saying. Some people might understand it, but they will never fulfill it. So don't try to control it. Don't try to force it. More like just let it be and let it go. But as long as you put your point out, it just happens. Whatever happens afterwards is between them, right? This video is just for people who are frequently just hiding their mask away from reality. Putting a mask on. It's like, it's like in the times when we had COVID. People are putting their mask on. That's how it seems like. That's how it seems like when people are so false in their identity. And you can sense it. It's not even a matter of how the way they speak, the way they act, right? You can sense it by their energy. You can sense it by the way they lie, by the way their eyes look, by the way their body language is showing, right? You don't want to become that person. You don't want to become the person because the world will expose you no matter what. The world is going to expose you the whole time. You can't be fake the whole time. You can't. That's why you got to be yourself. Embrace yourself. Learn how to be yourself in a comfortable way. How is it that people are much more comfortable becoming a different self from who they really are, right? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. How is it that you're much more comfortable in a false identity rather than the true identity? It's like if I was to say, it's like if my name was Alfredo, but I'm not saying that that's not my name. My name is like Johan or something else, right? That's false. I'm dragging it. I'm externally, getting. I'm externally just drained by just trying to display another character. This is not Halloween, bro. This is not Halloween. This is not Halloween, right? So it all comes down to It all comes down to using the truth and just speaking up for yourself, being yourself, no matter what, is the true key into attracting on the things that you want to start attracting, right? A barber will never be a barber if he tries to be a singer. A basketball player will never be a golf player if he wants to be a basketball player. Like it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. So be what you want to be, right? Be true on who you are. If your mind feels like it's being drained, if your mind feels like, oh my god, like why am I tired? Why am I exhausted? It is because you're trying to be something else that you're not. Let it go. Just simply let it go. So one of the benefits on being true to yourself is the mirror of the truth, right? What it builds character, it builds self morality, and it builds courage. It builds boldness. People will see you differently, right? When you speak up about something, you become the center of attention because what people are normally, hearing is the same bullshit over and over. It's the same things over and over. No, it is about what I feel. It's about what the truth needs to be explained and how I move, right? And so now, when you're rejecting all the stuff from the lies, from the entertainment, from the things that don't even matter, and you're kind of just speaking up about things that true matter, that builds a connection. That builds a connection between who you really are and between the people who you influence, right? So now, rather than you becoming a normalized person, you become a better person. You become a different person. Maybe a lot of people are gonna, they're gonna reject on what you say. They're gonna reject on the verifications or the words that you want to display. But it's okay. It's not about the knows. It's about the what I know, right? It's not about the knows. It's about what you know, right? And as long as you stay within that truth, a lot of changes will happen in your life. And I want to make sure people start thinking like this, no matter what, because you have your own mind, you have your own brain, you have your own thoughts, you have your own ideas. You don't want to be like everybody else. You don't want to become robotic. You want to become human self, right? That's what the whole world feels like. A lot of people in the public feel robotic. They talk the same, their attitude the same, right? They talk about the same things over and over. No. How about, we talk about this? How about we start doing this? How about our ideas is based on this, based on that, right? As long as it fulfills a good art, a good positive change, a good environmental impacted influence that is driving a lot of people, that is bringing people together, that's all that matters. And that's really, really what you're trying to fulfill here. The only reason why you need to be the true person is because you want to make the world a much more better world. Or you just want to make people a better person, right? Whatever it aligns to your mind, just stay within your own consciousness. Speak up when you want to speak up. Don't be scared. Be bold. So yeah, guys, being the light in the shadows, opening up the gate, opening the curtain in order for the light to shine in the darkness versions of people, the darkness versions of yourself, or the false images that a lot of people are trying to display, and you expose them. You expose them in a way where they can be themselves. They can now open that gate in their own world, and that gate will shine light into the darkness. That will be the best thing ever, and that's the whole purpose of the video, man. So yeah, it's been Fredo Saga. Live your own truth to create your saga, man. Yeah, I leave it up to that. The world full of lies, but the only truth is within yourself in a deep way. Your connection, your transparency, the truth, and honestly, it's gonna clear out so much clarity of their false realities now into a much more realistic way for them to live their own lives, right? But yeah, man, the Springfield Saga, y'all go follow my other socials. It should be in the lower left, right here. Yep, lower left. Or if I'm incorrect, just in case, they should be in the right? But I'm pretty sure they're gonna be in the lower left. I'll make sure to work on that, right? But yeah, y'all go check out my socials, of course. You subscribe, go click on the notifications. I'll try my best to upload every day. I promise. I try my best. I try my best, right? I gotta get better at that, okay? I gotta get better at that, right? But every day we get better. Every day we sum up everything that we gotta do, and you live within your true version of yourself. But yeah, man, I leave it up to that. Check out my socials. I do coach also. If y'all want more information, much more different perspectives, I'm here for it, right? But yeah, I also have a Discord. Join my Discord. It's gonna be in the link in the description also. And yeah, I leave it up to that, man. Peace.